first interview on the Orange Appeal podcast.
Hi.
We're your hosts, Lauren,
Kirti, and Nihita.
and today joining us is a head dentist and owner of multiple offices, Dr. Reddy. Thank you for joining us this morning.
It's my pleasure.
So could you tell us a bit about your business?
So we run multiple dental offices here in the state of Ohio. They're just family-run practices in multiple locations in Columbus and Dayton and Sydney area. So we mainly employ a lot of women in our field, like most healthcare professionals. It is a service industry where we do employ a lot of women locally here in Ohio.
That's great.
That's really cool. Another question that I had was, so your offices are able to employ a lot of local people for the community and able to boost give them an area so that they can grow their career. So what is it like to be able to give people that type of platform so that they're able to grow their practice and understand more?
So, dentistry, as you know, is a service industry. There are different people, starting with female dentists to hygienists to assistants. One of the nice things about dentistry is you get to choose your own hours. You get a great work-life balance. A lot of our offices, we start at 9 a.m. This gives the opportunity for most of our employees who are women or single mothers or family women to be able to drop their kids off to school and still be able to get off work early. So it gives them a lot of flexibility and then independence of having a career as well.
Right, that's so great, because definitely earlier, in the 19th century, we've seen not as much women in STEM fields, and slowly it's kind of coming up. So it's nice to give them that representation and kind of have those flexible hours, because
Yeah, it's I feel it's very important to be able to have a platform for women to be able to work and have an environment where they feel welcome and they're able to support their families.
Yes, and in our business, we do treat our employees almost like family. It may be a corporation, but it's still a corporation where there is a sense of belonging. The structure is not too big where we don't know everybody. We actually know all of our doctors and employees, and we're at a comfortable level where they don't hesitate to come to us with problems. So that's the way we run our business.
And could you tell our listeners about what your company name and kind of how you came to that degree and your education?
So I actually had done dentistry back home in India, and then came here and I went to dental school again to get licensed in this country. And then we opened up dental offices. Initially we bought a few, but then we also did some startups as well. Every one of our offices has got a different name, so it's a different corporation with a different name.
That's really cool. And earlier you talked about building a community with everyone that you work with. And I was just wondering what advice do you have for many of our listeners? They're wanting to be entrepreneurs and grow up in that area. So what advice do you have to build a community and use that to grow your business?
One of the basic concepts is treat everyone like you would want to be treated, right?
That's great.
When you go to work, you want to feel welcome. We want to create a work environment where there's no drama.
right.
That's just the way it is. And yes, sometimes it does get stressful. There's no such thing as life without stress. Yeah. But the key is to not let that stress affect you.
Yeah.
Yeah, not every day is going to be a perfect day. There'll be ups and downs. There'll be days when you have a ton of people or patients that are upset, and not every day goes well. But it's all about not letting that affect you.
Yeah, so if you do have a client who's unhappy, or one of your employees isn't really great at social connections, what would you do to help that situation?
We would have a one-on-one talk with the employee. If there's something that the employee needs to improve on, we would tell them. But then it's not always the employee's fault.
Yeah. A
lot of times people just cannot be pleased, and sometimes people just have a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that you did anything wrong, they just need a place to vent. And our employees know that it has nothing to do with them in such situations. And the key is to not let those situations affect you on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely in like the service industry, like you have to like have kind of like a tough exterior when like talking to people, because not everyone would be like nice or like treat you how you'd want to be treated.
Yes, that's true. But like I said, the key is to always be pleasant and nice to them and stand your ground.